people. This is a bonus game here on Tabletop Baseball Plus. Bonus because I'm recording it offline, and it's going to be the final game of the regular season for the San Diego Padres. And they will be finishing off their series against the New York Yankees. This will be the Yankees' final game of our project here. You know, it's kind of weird. I had... it was Pittsburgh and Detroit, and Pittsburgh has one more game after that one. They're going to be in the final game of the season, game 270 against Baltimore. So I'm not putting them away, but putting away the Tigers. I don't know about all you. There is something about finishing up a project and seeing and doing all of the when I use these cards, I am constantly shuffling up the 25-man roster and making sure that the active players are active and all this stuff. And so finally, setting it down and then actually pulling the cards kind of apart and into sort of their groups, and not being, and also taking out these cards that I printed out, I don't know, like this Eric Young card for the Yankees, putting these things into kind of a separate container, because in the long run, I got these great envelopes from the Statistician. Thanks again. I've used these for now 2+ years in this project has been going on, and they're still holding up pretty well. They're a little frayed here, but it's because I've stuffed too many cards in them. And so I'm kind of going to be, I returned the Tigers one to just the base plus the additional players set that were sold with the Stratomatic set. And it does get a little bit melancholy, even though you're kind of glad to finish up a project. It's also kind of these guys have been with you for potentially years. Some people do season replays. I mean, this has been years for me, and it's kind of weird that it's taken this long. But trying to put content on this channel here, tried to have a variety of different sports and projects, so that has kind of made things the way it is. So anyway, I'll be doing the same thing here with the Yankees. Just to go over the standings real quick while we have a moment. This does say the Marlins are still in it. The trouble is that Baltimore owns the season series, so they have clinched regardless of whether or not the Orioles lose to the Pirates in their final game and the Marlins beat the Mets in that final game, which will be played later. And I'm probably not going to show any of the other games except for that final game, Baltimore. I want to kind of wrap up the regular season project with that. But anyway, so the Padres here, they do stand to lose something as... one moment as I bring up my league stats here. I'm not going to put them on the screen for you, but just so I can talk fluently about this. The wins, actually, I could definitely let's just put it right up here. So let me format this a little bit, and then we will get to the game here in just a second. This is the important part here. So Toronto, as you can see, Toronto and San Diego, they're a half a game apart. San Diego, if they lose this game, would be tied with Toronto, and Toronto beat San Diego. This is the way that this chart works. Wins are across. So Toronto against the Padres, Toronto beat them 5-1 in the season series. So by virtue of that, the Blue Jays would jump to number 2, and it would just mean that they get the home field advantage during that series. So Baltimore, by virtue of losing their last game, the last game of that series to the Blue Jays that we did live on the channel here, that means that they are relegated to 4th, and they will be playing the Mets, and that will be the first series that gets started. And unfortunately for Baltimore, they won't get a night of rest but that's kind of the way it goes. So, all right, so it's going to be Paul Clemens getting a start here right before the end of the season for the San Diego Padres, and they're just trying to kind of like get their rotation ready for the postseason. And maybe after this game, I will give a little update on how these rotations will sort out for the postseason. Should be able to show you that. Yankees will start Michael Pineda, his final start of the season, and then, like I said, this will all go away as far as the Yankees go. So, but let's get into the lineup here for San Diego. A little bit of a rotated lineup here, but this game is important to them, but they're also trying to get ready for that, and they think they can win with this lineup. Sardinas will lead off at the shortstop position, John Jay in right field, Will Myers at first, Ryan Schimpf at second base, Hector Sanchez, not Gary, will be catching, Brett Wallace, the third baseman, will bat sixth, seventh will be Travis Jankowski in left, Manny Margot in center, and Paul Clemens on the mound facing Pineda. So it's Sardinas with a 1-8 against a righty. Possible single, 1-4. It's an 11, so it's a liner. I'm going to be caught by Donovan Solano getting a rare start at second base here for 1 out. And we're underway. Good conditions here at Yankee Stadium. The weather roll was very good. So all is well. It's going to be 4s on the singles, and the lefties get basically an automatic home run if they get a normal home run roll. Righties at 17, so 85% chance of a dinger. John Jay, 2-7, grounder to short. Gregorius with the range and the throw and the put out. 2 down. Myers 4-10, righty. Ground ball to short again, and another great play there from Gregorius. No score. So, the Yankees having also a rotated lineup here. Facing Paul Clemens, it'll be Jacoby Ellsbury in center, leading off. And then batting second will be Chase Headley, the third baseman, and Didi Gregorius, the shortstop. Tyler Austin at first will bat in the 4-hole. Brian McCann catching, as Gary Sanchez will get the day off. Rob Refsnyder in right. Donovan Solano, second baseman. Brett Gardner in left. Michael Pineda pitching. And both pitchers have pitcher's hitting card number 1. So Ellsbury will get a 2-7 against a righty, and he hits it on the ground to Schimpf. That's a quick out. Chase Headley, 5-7, batting from the left here, and he hits it down the line, but it's going to be right at Will Myers, and he jogs to the bag and beats out Headley. 2 out, 6-9. Left-handed hitter is a strikeout, and a 1-2-3 inning for both teams. No score here in the Bronx. Okay. Schimpf now. Power hitter, 4-4 lefty. That's a grounder to short. Gregorius will have an X chance, 1-10 so 10 on his 1 range, and then an 8 on his E16 will be a play made. So for him, 3 assists right in a row for the Yankees. Hector Sanchez, that's a 4-5 lefty. Another grounder, so we could have 4 in a row here for Gregorius. This is basically automatic for him, except for the E roll, and it still is within the 8 to 12 range. So that's a 10, and the play is made for that's the second out. Brett Wallace, lefty, getting a start here. 6'3", left-hander. Fly ball. Brett Gardner, a 1 range. Yankees really good with their range. Now, E3, and he gets a 16. So I'm going to have to check the corner outfield super advanced E chart. E3 and 16, he is in the clear. That is a play made. If he had had an E2, it would have been an error, but we'll mark it down as a 7, and It's 1.5 complete, no score. Make sure we mark that down. So, all right. 4-hole hitter here. So we've had 9 up, 9 down for the teams combined. It's going to be Tyler Austin, 4-7 righty, 1-8 single chance. So it's going to possibly scoot by Ryan Schimpf here if it's on a 1-8. It's a 5. There's our first base runner, and first hit of the game is Austin is able to find the hole and puts it right by Schimpf. So Brian McCann now, the aging wonder, still playing strong in this season, and I think he goes to Houston after this. 4-6 lefty, and he is going to draw a walk. So nobody out and 2 men aboard for Rob Refsnyder. They're holding Austin at second base, 5-9 for Refsnyder, righty. This is a normal home run. Now, he is a weak hitter against both sides of the plate, so there's no chance of that, but that will be a single. There's no marking for ballpark home runs, so that will be a single, 2 stars. Austin's going to round third. He has plenty of time to score. Even Brian McCann, with his old bones, are able to get to third. And so right off the bat, 1-0 Yankees with nobody out. Runners at the corners. Donovan Solano, 3-10. This is a ballpark home run chance off of Clemens. He is a righty. 1-17 would be a 3-run homer for Solano. And it's a 6, it's gone. So 3-run bomb. And so it was 3-10 was the roll. And just so you know here, if you get these cards in, or you use it off the screen, the pound sign is a ballpark homer. So that is a home run for Solano. McCann and Refsnyder both come in. 4-0 Yankees. The Yankees' revenge here, trying to put the Padres in a position where they're going to stay on the East Coast and just head up north of the border to Rogers Center for their postseason series. They could have instead been hosting the Yankees at home. Or the Blue Jays, excuse me. Blue Jays at home. So nobody out. Brett Gardner, 1-7. He strikes out. 1 out. But, man, a disastrous second inning here for Clemens. 3-6. He was cruising right along, grounder to short. So Sardinas throws to first in time. Now Jacoby Ellsbury. Why is... What did I do? Oh. Yeah, this is a different method. So 2-4. Jacoby Ellsbury is a grounder to second base. And so Schimpf throws to first. 4 across on 3 hits. Of course, the big home run from Donovan Solano gives the Yankees the 4-0 lead. So, top of the third. The Padres in a bit of a hole here, 4-8 lefty, and that's a good start for responding. Jankowski's going to drive one into the corner. 1-6 would leave it a triple, and he is going to stretch it into a 3-bagger. So runner at third, nobody out. Brings up Manny Margot. And there's a potential wild pitch off Pineda. 1-8. It's a 4, so Jankowski will score on the wild pitch. So no run batted in there for Margot. Just a poor pitch on Pineda's part. 2-3 is a ground at third base. Headley to Austin for the first out. Clemens now, 5-6. Clemens bats from the right, so he's going to get a single here unless it's an 18-20, and he does. So another base runner on. The Padres have been so resilient in this season. It seems like they get behind, and they just find a way to keep pouring back into it. So Sardinas 3-4, fly ball to left field. Gardner, plenty of time, nonchalantly makes the catch, 2 outs, and John Jay, that's a 4-5 lefty, ground ball to short. This would be a force play at second, as long as, and there you go, so 11, he does get to it, and he does make the play on the 8, so we'll call that a, let's see, it's a left-handed hitter, so we will call it a U6, as that makes sense. And so 1 run in on 2 hits and 1 left through 2.5. All right, so we're to the bottom of the 3rd, and Yankees 4-1 lead. Chase Headley up 6-7, batting from the left side is a switch hitter, grounder to Schimpf, 4 range, and an 11. He will be able to make the dive and get it. He's up to his feet. E15 and a 9. He will complete the put out for the first out. Didi Gregorius, 5-8 lefty. A 1-4 would be a triple off Clemens card. Otherwise, it'll be a fly ball. So will Margot get to it? He won't. Or he will, actually. Excuse me. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Need to slow down. Tyler Austin, 2-7. He's going to draw a walk. So, let's see. Austin and Sanchez, they can allow somebody to get on the base paths here. So let's see if, because Tyler Austin, if he gets a 3 on the sum of these blue dice, and he doesn't, he would have been a 1-19 chance to steal, but instead doesn't really make much sense here. So Brian McCann with 2 outs and a runner at first, 3-8, and he gets underneath it. He almost gets a good, it was a great pitch to hit, but it's going to be popped up and caught by Brett Wallace at third, and leave that guy stranded at first. Still 4-1. Okay. 4th inning, Pineda and Clemens. So Pineda's a 6th inning fatigue guy. Clemens a 5-inning fatigue guy, so he's still got a couple innings to go. Will Myers, 2-12, and he is going to work a walk off Pineda. And with Pineda being +4, not good at holding runners, and McCann a +1, this is a prime opportunity for Myers to try and take a bag. So if he gets a 2 through 5, it's a 10. So he does not get a good lead, but we could still think about running with him, because it's the battery is +5, and then you subtract 4, so it's really, you add 1 to his second number, which is 13. And Schimpf, well, we're not going to take the bat out of his hand, but he is a potential double play candidate here. But let's see what happens. 1-10, he strikes out. Brings up Hector Sanchez. So it's a 1-14. Let's go ahead and try and get the steal here with Myers with 1 out. And he does. He is in there under the tag. So Sanchez now with a runner in scoring position. 5-9, batting from the left side, strikes him out. 2 strikeouts in a row for Pineda, and it'll bring up Brett Wallace. This guy's got a little pop to his bat too. Can he make this game closer? 5-8 lefty, and he will. That is going to score the runner from second. This is a 1-2-6 triple. Otherwise a double. It will be a double for Wallace. Coming in to score is Myers. It's now 4-2. And now Travis Jankowski, who got a triple off of that exact combination earlier, except a better D20 roll, has a chance to drive in Wallace and make it 4-3. Can he do it? Another 5-8, and this is going to be possibly another triple. And it is. 1-6, and it's a 2, so a triple, 2 triples for Jankowski. Another run batted in the inning. And it is 4-3. And it brings up Margot. Tempted to walk Margot, but let's go ahead and let him hit here. 4-2 righty. Grounded to third base, and Headley will be able to get it over to first for no more damage. But 2 runs in, 2 hits, and Jankowski stranded on third, but it's 4-3 now. Yankees still ahead of the Padres. Quite a bit of action here so far as we get to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees nursing a 4-3 lead, and it'll be Rob Refsnyder. 6-11 righty, fly ball to right field. John Jay is a 3 range, 3 and 5. We have to take a look at the chart here for this. It's that will be a single, so single off of that, and then E2, no error. But Refsnyder will have that one drop in, and that is going to be the leadoff base runner on. Solano up, not good at bunting. Of course, he hit a 3-run homer last time, up 2-8, grounded to second base. They're going to get the lead guy. Can they turn to? No. It's going to be a 4-6 fielder's choice, as Solano doesn't get good contact there, but doesn't get to Schimpf quickly enough to facilitate the turn there. So 1 out, runner at first, Brett Gardner at the plate. 6'10 lefty, grounded to second base, and this is going to get to Schimpf quick enough. Here is your 4-6-3 as Sardinas turns it well at the bag. No runs, a hit, nobody left. Okay, still 4-3, 5th inning. Clemens will be the first to bat, and you know, even with the current climate. So with the current climate in Major League Baseball, you might be thinking about pulling Clemens here. Like if you're if you buy into the Rays philosophy, we're going to keep him going because aside from that 2nd inning, he has done pretty well. So he's facing Pineda here, and he's going to ground out to short. Gregorius making the throw there. Sardinas, 6'9", batting from the left side is a strikeout. 2 down. And now John Jay, can he get something going here with 2-out rally or something? 4-12 lefty, weak home run. So this is a ballpark chance, and he is a lefty. So, I mean, we don't even really need to roll this, but we will anyway. It's going to be a single off of the ballpark homer. It would normally be, if this was, for instance, Will Myers, it would have been a almost certain home run. But John Jay hanging out at first, 2 down. Will Myers, 4-8 against a righty, and he strikes out. Boy, 4-9 would have been a big problem, but instead he gets out of the inning. Pineda still pretty strong there, but a 4-9 would have been a 1-16 home run and would have put San Diego ahead. So, catch a break there. Just misses that pitch. And we will take it to the bottom of the inning. We'll just go ahead and stream it right through here. And it's going to be Pineda up. We could think about subbing him out, but he is still doing pretty well. So he's going to lead off here against Clemens. 2-10, and he's going to draw a walk. How about that? The famed 2-10 on the pitcher's hitting card number 1. So Ellsbury up. 1-run lead. 1-7. That's a fly ball to center field, and Margot will catch it for the first out. Headley is 0 for 2. The top 3 in the lineup are 0 for 6 so far in the game. Actually 0 for 7 if you include Ellsbury's last at bat. 6'5", batting from the left. Grounded to shortstop. Could it be 2? Sardinas, 2E26, but Headley's batting from the left, so we have to make Sardinas a 3. 3-15. I think that is still going to be, yes, that's a G1, which is a double play as long as 12 doesn't show up on the E26, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Let's double check. Pretty sure E26 is still in that range. And it's not. Uh-oh. It's not clear. 26, E26 for Sardinas. The 12 is there. So, that is a one-base error. Poor throw by Sardinas. Just clips off the glove. Just too wide, and it's going to bring up Didi Gregorius with 2 outs. Or no, only 1 out still. My bad. Only 1 out. Throws wide at second base. 5-7 from the left, and there is your double play. That's going to be a straight up 3-6-3, which retires the side. So no hits. 2 men get on, but only 1 left aboard as Gregorius grounds into the double play. And we will go to the 6th. Still 4-3 Yankees on. All right, so Pineda in his inning of weakness here. Funny, both pitchers have pitched through 21 batters, so they're kind of on the same trajectory. The only difference, the 3-run homer from Donovan Solano has put the Yankees ahead by 1, 4-3. Now, Schimpf, with 1 swing of the bat, can do it here. Let's see what happens. 4-7, lefty, and he strikes out. So if Pineda had been fatigued, that would have been a single, but instead it is a strikeout. He only gets fatigued this inning if he gives up a combination of 3 of walks or hits. So brings up Hector Sanchez, 5-6, batting from the left. That's a single. There is a hit. Tying run aboard, Brett Wallace. Got the lumber in his hand. And the windup and the pitch. 2-5, he strikes out. Swinging. And now Jankowski with 2 outs. Sanchez, not much of a stolen base threat. So, 4-6 lefty. And he strikes out. Pineda strikes out the side. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Bottom of the 6th coming up. 4-3 Yankees. All right, so Tyler Austin. First up here, 4-12 righty. Grounded back to Clemens. 3-E20. 3-14. No problem reaching that one. 14 on E20 is going to be a play made. 1 out. Austin retired. Austin. Here comes McCann. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. 4-10 lefty strikes him out. 2 outs. Clemens, that's his 3rd strikeout of the evening. Actually, it's a day game. Ref Snyder, 2-2, and that's a single. Sneaks through the left side of the infield. If a runner had been in scoring position with 2 outs, that would have been converted to a pop-out because the Omega is a ballpark's, there's a clutch, or anti-clutch, if you will. So that brings up Solano, who has already done damage here today. He's responsible for the lead that they have with his 3-run home run. Then we get a ball check here for Clemens. We got a 2 on the D20, and then also a 2 on the white, so 1-3. And so Clemens does have a balk rating, 1-5, but it doesn't come up. So Solano continues the at-bat. That's a 2-8. And that's a grounder to second. Already had that one on the last one. That turned into a fielder's choice. This time it just turns into a straight ground out. So Clemens with a nice evening here as he's kind of putting in his bid to possibly be the 4th starter here in the playoffs for the Padres. But we will go 1 more inning with both of these guys probably. Clemens... Actually, we may take Clemens out here because he's going to come up and we will probably pinch hit for him. So the I got way too many guys there in the San Diego. Padres will get Kevin Quackenbush warming up, and we will get to a pinch hitter here soon. Margot, 2-3, grounded to third base. So Headley makes the play. Now we got the pinch hit situation, and they're going to have they'll have Alex Dickerson, the lefty, come up to bat. Anybody gets on here, we will get somebody warming up for the Yankees. But it's Dickerson, pinch hitting for Clemens. 6 innings of work, 4 runs given up on, I'm guessing, looks like 5 hits. So not a bad outing. Actually 3 walks. So that's probably the worst part of it. So Dickerson at the plate with 1 out. 5'11" lefty. Strikes him out. Gets him looking, so Dickerson goes down, and now it's going to be Luis Sardinas. 2-7, and that's a fly ball to center. It'll be caught by Ellsbury. 7th inning stretch. Pineda done. He gets 28 batters in, and it looks like he'll be done for the night. His spot is second in the order in the bottom of the inning. Still 4-3 Yankee. Okay. Going to be Brett Gardner facing Kevin Quackenbush here. He hasn't pitched for a couple days, so Quackenbush is going to come in and try and keep this a 1-run deficit for the Padres, 4-3. But Gardner will lead off, and then a pinch hitter for Pineda. 5-5 lefty, his strikeout. First strikeout here of the inning. Pinch hitter. They'll give the big man, Gary Sanchez, a crack at this one. Love to just extend this by a run. Give Clippard and Betances a little bit more breathing room. Quackenbush delivers the pitch. 2-11. That's a grounder to third base. And that'll be Brett Wallace throwing over. Caught by Myers. 2 outs. Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 3 and a 1-9. He is not going to be 0 for 4. It's going to be a 1-4 triple. It's 14, a double for Ellsbury. Puts a speedy guy at second for Chase Headley. Looking for that insurance run. Can he come through in the clutch here against Quackenbush? 6'8", batting from the left side. And he will! This is going to be at least a single, but probably a double, and it is. Back-to-back doubles for the Yankees. Headley drives home Ellsbury. And that's a big insurance run for the Yankees. Now a little bit of safety there. 5-3. Brings up Gregorius, and the Padres are going to make a call to the pen. And they are going to call on Brad Hand. So Brad Hand comes in here. Quackenbush gets 2 outs and then struggles against the top of the Yankees order. And now Hand is going to come in and try and put out this little bit of an outbreak here. Here goes Gregorius with 2 outs, 5-6 against a lefty, and he strikes him out. So gets that guy in scoring position, but they can't get him home. But they do get 1 across. 5-3 Yankees going to the 8th. Okay, Tyler Clippard, setup man for the Yankees here. He will be called on to try and secure this win for Michael Pineda in his final start of the season. 7 innings pitched for Pineda, and it'll be John Jay, the first to face Clippard here. 4-7 lefty, and that's a single, so the 2-run lead is probably not going to be too safe here. Will Myers, we know that these Padres have done this so many times this season. They want that home field advantage. Another 4-7 against a righty this time, though, so it's a 1-3 single. Otherwise, it'll be a liner to third, and it is. So a line out caught by Headley, and fortunately for the Yankees, a righty at the plate instead of a lefty. Now, Schimpf, a lefty. They are hoping he doesn't throw the same pitch here to Schimpf. 5-10 lefty. That's a strikeout for Clippard. 2 down. John Jay's going to try and get a lead. Needs snake eyes to get the lead and to take a bag, and doesn't get it, so he's going to have to stay put. So now Hector Sanchez could tie it. The tying run at the plate here. He does have home run power against Clippard. It's a 5-5. Batting from the left, he strikes out. So all pitchers' card rolls, and Clippard gets the job done. Going to the bottom of the 8th. Still 5-3. Hand is going to continue to pitch. He'll pitch the bottom of the 8th here, facing Tyler Austin. 6-8 against a righty. That he's going to draw a walk. So leadoff man aboard, Brian McCann. 2-6 strikes out. Strikes out. We got to look at the left-hand side of the card. Tyler Austin could try stealing with him here. Let's try and get him a lead now with 1 out. See if he can get the second. He can get a third one there and make Betances even more safe. But he does not get the 3 total. So he's going to stay put. Rob Refsnyder with 1 out. 6-3 righty. Ballpark single chance, a 1-4. Probably not going to be there, and it isn't. So liner caught at short by Sardinas. 2 outs. So 6, and it would be a +1. So it would be a 1-7 chance. 33% chance there of Austin getting the second. And Solano has some good stuff on his card. It's not much, but the 3 column is okay against both sides. So against the lefty here, 2 outs, 6-9 righty strikes him out, and that retires the side. So we're going to go to the top of the 9th. It's 5-3, Betances in trying to get a save. All right, well, here we go. The top of the 9th, 2-run lead for the Yankees. Betances in. He has not been automatic by any stretch. And Brett Wallace will be the first to face. They do have the Padres do have Solarte on the bench. They also have Hunter Renfroe, who has a heck of a card. If they get somebody on, you might see Renfroe come in here and try to tie up the ballgame. So Brett Wallace, 3-11. Well, right there is a ballpark home run chance for a lefty. It is going to be gone. This is going to make it 5-4. It is gone. Brett Wallace makes it 5-4. Big shot into right field. Not what the home fans were looking for. Now Travis Jankowski. 4-6 lefty. That's a strikeout. 1 down. Manny Margot. They're going to go ahead and pinch hit here for Margot with Solarte. Trying to get something going here. Batting from the left side against Betances. The pitch, it's a 3-5. That's a double. Tying run's going to be at second. Hunter Renfroe is going to come for the pitcher spot. Not good. Can Betances finish this off? Things are not looking good right now. Runner at second with 1 out. Solarte, good runner. They could put Renfroe on here. Do they want to pitch around him? No, they're going to let him hit. 2-10. That one, no, it is gone. That is a 2-run home run for Hunter Renfroe. I think that's his only home run. And the Padres come back. It's now 6-5, and they're going to get Maurer warming up. Oh, Nelly, that is another blown save for Dellin Betances. What is up with his cards? He just seems to face a juggernaut as soon as anybody comes to the plate against him. It's just like, good night, Irene. It's going to go. So, a homer for Wallace, a double for Solardi, a homer for Renfroe, and now the Yankees are playing from behind yet again. Sardinas at the plate, nobody on. That's a fly ball to center field, and it'll be caught out there by Ellsbury, but the fans are, half of them are leaving the stadium. They are dejected, a horrible season. Strikes out Jay, but the damage done. 3 runs across, 6-5. Going to go to the bottom of the ninth. Brandon Moore in for the save. All right, well, if the Yankees are going to win this, they've got to at least get 1 run here in the bottom of the ninth against Brandon Maurer. And it's going to be Brett Gardner. So Maurer, the closer for the Padres. And let's see if Gardner can get this started. Then they'll need a pinch hitter, and then it'll be Ellsbury. Gardner, 4-11 against a lefty. That's fly ball to left. It's going to be caught by Jankowski. 1 down. Actually, I'm wrong. This is Aaron Hicks. We don't need a pinch hitter. Aaron Hicks was brought in a defensive replacement before. I forgot to mention it. Oh, boy. And I didn't show you the cards here. So there's that 4-11. Fly ball to left against the lefty, Gardner. So Aaron Hicks now, with 1 out, he came in the defensive replacement and didn't ever call on his card. But maybe he can be a hero. 3-9 would be really great for him. But let's see. Batting from the left side, he does have normal power. 5-6. Strikes him out. And it's going to be up to Jacoby Ellsbury to keep this game going. He needs a 1 column or something off of Maurer's left side that works. Here we go. 2 outs. Can they keep this game alive? 2-6. That's a single. Ellsbury aboard. Do we want to risk a steal attempt? I don't think we do. Of course, they're probably not even going to hold him here, so 2 outs. It's going to be defensive indifference. We're just going to give him second. And it's going to be Chase Headley. Go-ahead run, the winning run, right here at the plate against Brandon Maurer. This is home field advantage on the line for the Padres. 2 outs, tying run at second base. 1-11. This is a ballpark home run chance. He's batting from the left. This is going to go. It is gone. The Yankees pull it out at the end. Chase Headley, 2-run homer, and Toronto erupts. They had the game on in the locker room. Didn't matter the defensive indifference. Headley comes through with a huge home run, although not necessarily huge for them, but maybe it gives them a little bit of confidence going into the 2017 season. As Betances blows it, but then they get 2 in the bottom of the ninth. 4, 6, 7, 2, 3, 2, 1, 6. What? I've gotten, like, I've had here that the last several weeks, and I swear there's nothing going on other than just, I think I went for a long time in this season. I had so many pretty much snoozer games. And the last couple of weeks of this season have just gotten crazy. And here is another one. 3 in the top of the ninth to take the lead for the Padres. And then the Yankees find a way, scrap it out. They're well below their normal, what their win total should be. That gets them to 24-30. 54-game season. Yankees complete. The win will go to Betances. He's going to get a win and a blown save, another one. The loss is going to go to Maurer. And Blue Jays are going to be the number 2 seed, as they had already finished their season. And the Padres basically back into third place. again, based on the head-to-head between Toronto and San Diego. So that's the ball game. I'm just going to go ahead here and take a couple minutes. These are the relief pitchers. I just take the printed off cards. The Yankees, they aren't going to play anymore, so this is kind of this situation here where things little melancholy here. You know, I've played with pretty much all of these players. I'll put him in with the relievers, Sanchez in there. We'll cycle Pineda back, but so I still am going to probably keep things. So let's just go ahead and sort these guys. Going to be Ike Davis, Chris Parmalee. We've seen some of these guys on the channel. Some of them you haven't seen just because I didn't put every game out here. Couldn't. 270 games would be a ton. Barbado, Ivan Nova. He went to Pittsburgh. It's a New York AL card, so as the experienced people would know, but if you're new, if you switch leagues, you get two different cards. If you stay in the same league, it tends to they have a combined card, but a lot of times with pitchers or hitters, they may more pitchers, they would have a short season split. Chad Green go on the pitchers. Sabathia's going to go in the starters. Chad Green can go in the starters too. A-Rod retired mid-season. Looking towards the broadcasting booth, Aroldis Chapman went to the Cubs mid-season. We won't have, there's Connor Mulley. We won't have Andrew Miller, I don't believe, because he went in league to Carlos Beltran. Ill repute because of the cheating scandal. Anthony Swarzak, a reliever. Another Tyler Clippard. This was his total. I tended to use the short season card for guys. There's Andrew Miller. I guess he did have a... Oh. It says Cleveland. I'm going to have to put him back in the Cleveland bin. And then there's Brandon Pinder, Tyler Olson. I'm going to have to go through here and make sure there aren't any other cards that belong in a different deck, because I want to try and make sure they get back. So, you know, it's you get to this point where you just have what's left of a project, which is just a few teams. There's Carlos Beltran. I should put him with the Rangers, and I will. So I'm going to go back and look at Detroit and make sure there's nobody in with them. But I'm going to combine these guys, put the starters up front. And here we go. That's that. Good night, New York Yankees. You gave us a good game in the end. That was a fun one. Hit like. Subscribe. We will have playoffs for you here coming in the next week. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it, but we will have some playoffs for you. So please stay tuned. It is pretty much cemented now. It's going to be New York as the 1 seed. Actually, let's just go ahead before we close her down. The Yankees get a win. They're going to be 24-30. And the San Diego Padres get that 23. And the tie is going to be broken, so the Blue Jays will end up one ahead of the Padres. They'll end up in the 2 seed. The 2 will host the 3. So San Diego, there's rumors that the owner called Maurer and told him to serve up a meatball to Headley so that they would save on the airfare, and they could just do the trip to Toronto and kind of get one of those trips out of the way. But that's only rumor. Whether that's true or not remains to be seen. So, till the next time we meet, keep rolling your dice. Yankees win 7-6 on a walk-off, 2-run, 2-out home run from Chase Headley. Knocking off the Padres, moving them to 3. We will see you soon here on Tabletop Baseball Plus.